Good morning, good morning, good morning, people. This is Dr. B, and another day's journey. And we're here. We're back on. All right, 15 to 30 minutes where we talk about couples. Monday we talk about couples. Tuesday we talk about men. And Wednesday we talk about, when I talk about men, when I say about the mentorship of men to be husbands and fathers. Of Wednesday we talk about singles, Thursday's parenting, and Friday is Speaking Friday. I'm still wearing my VIP shirt. Not still wearing because I did wash it. Okay. We had a very good book signing, and we're going to be doing it again. Yeah. VIP wants us to come back. The VIP is Very Intimate Pleasure here in Connecticut, and we'll be back there sometime in January. Don't know the date, but soon be close to the date. I'll let you guys know. Okay. So come on in, people. Come on in, Dr. B. My website is drtcbrantley.com. drtcbrantley.com. It's time for you to get the therapy. It's time for you to get the counseling, people. Things are not going well. Things are not going well. So it's time for you to get the counseling and the help to get you guys through. So again, I've written 28 nationally published books. 29 is coming up very soon. I ain't gonna tell you till I publish it, but it's about intimacy. I can't help myself. By intimacy, that'd be number 29. That'd be coming out by before January. So again, you want to get your journal. You want to get only $20, people. Only $20, and you can personalize it with your own pictures and photos. You send them to me. I'll put them in, and all of my pictures will go away, and your pictures will be in here personalized. So you want to get this only $20. Be a part of it. This is a Christmas gift you want to have and give to your mate because you're talking about increasing your relationship. Okay. Don't forget also, we do our checkups. Those that want to do checkups, it's a brown, brass, gold, and diamond package where I'll call you for 15 minutes and we'll talk about the relationship. It's easy in, easy out. But again, it's more of a proactive point where there's a disagreement, something you didn't agree with. You can talk to the doctor, that's me, and we can figure it out together. But that's the proactive services. 15 minutes virtual where I call you and we take it from there. All right, people, and don't forget about the intimacy shirt, which is not only intimacy, but also it's a learning shirt that wives wear. Oh my goodness, and things go well for them, very well. This is the learning shirt that you can get also. All right, cool. Let's get into it. All right. So a lot of people are joining in. How you doing? The Dim 706 user. All right. Rudy. How you doing, Rudy Carlos? Crystal Boyle. How you doing? Kingsway 121. This is good. All right. So in a relationship that you guys are in right now, you have to understand it takes the point of work, which we talked about earlier. All right. But in the point of work, you have to have the point of fun. Okay. A lot of times couples can get into a rut, and that's what we're talking about today, getting into a rut. And the thing about getting into a rut, you might get the wrong tow truck to pull you out. All right. If the tow truck doesn't have your last name on it, you best not let that thing throw you out. And that's why it's so important with couples to express your love and also express what's bothering you. When you don't express what's bothering you, how can your spouse help you? They can't. Here you are going through a low and you're not telling your spouse doesn't know. And then the next thing you know, you got the wrong tow truck, the wrong one pulling you out, and you wondering why things are not working well. Well, things are not working well because you got the wrong tow truck to pull you out. You got your work wife and your work husband, and y'all know how I feel about that. Oh, you don't? Well, let me tell you. No. You do not have, I don't believe in having a work husband and work wife. Can I tell you why? There's only room for one woman and one man in your life when it comes to the relationship and the bond. Okay. Now I know some of y'all, well, that's my friend. That's my friend. I got it. But I've been doing this for a long time. And sometimes when you have one of those bad days at home, you want to take off the word work and make them, wife or husband. That's the danger of it. All right. Now, if y'all know each other, whatever, still, be careful about it because you don't want this thing to overwhelm you and get in trouble. That's why, when you get into a rut, when you get into a bad place, I got to be able to express that to your spouse. You must, right? because when you don't express it, then it gets to a place where it can start to infect. Now, some of you saying, well, Doc, I don't talk to my wife. I don't talk to my husband. I don't talk to my spouse. I don't talk to my significant other because when I talk it, they weaponize it. Well, that's a problem. And that's a point where you bring yourself to therapy, because that is not conducive to being in a strong relationship. That is not conducive at all. Okay, here you are destroying one another, right? Here you are bringing each other down, and you don't know why your spouse doesn't talk to you. Because when I get in a rut, I won't be able to share my heart with you. And with women, especially with women, sirs, always ask, baby, do you want me to listen or do you want me to fix it? Because sometimes women just want you to listen and listen and listen. Don't want to fix it. Just listen. Just be my play girlfriend for a while. Okay. They just want you to listen. But again, when you're not sharing, people are joining in. God bless you guys. Colin, how you doing, Colin? I'm in love, Boars. All right. Hope from China. How you doing? All right. So when you don't do this on a regular basis, share your heart, then you're going to be in trouble. Now, remember, when you guys first got together, that's what you did. I hope you did it. All right. I hope you guys shared your heart and talked about things. And if you didn't, then that's a bad sign already. Because in a marriage, you share your heart. You share what's bothering you. You share what's there. Not that you play the violin all the time, right? But also you're sharing what's going on. And also, you're not acting like the victim either. All right. It's like, babe, help me to, overcome this. I'm in a little lull right now. I'm kind of depressed about the job, depressed about the future, depressed about money, whatever. And so that's how you guys grow as a couple. I tell people all the time that growth in a relationship is not when things are going well. Growth in a relationship is when things are not going well and yo guys, stick it out. Yeah. That's how you grow a relationship. But see, a lot of you never saw that. Okay, let's put this in context. You know where I'm going. So your childhood says a lot. So if you saw mom and dad always fighting, that's all you know. You don't know comfort. Oh, I went somewhere. You don't know comfort. You don't know empathy. You don't know how to tell each other we're gonna be all right. Why? You never saw that. You saw fighting. You saw Early and Fraser. That's what you saw all the time. God forbid it was physical, but you saw fighting all the time. So because you saw fighting all the time as a child, that's all you know is to fight. And a lot of times that fighting is fighting each other. And when you're fighting each other, what's being accomplished? Nothing. Nothing is being accomplished at all because you're not working together. Because in a relationship, you're working together. You're not working to destroy. You're working to uplift. You're working to put into a better place. But how can you do that, right? Right? How can you do that if you're not fighting together, if you're not sharing your heart with each other together? That's why it is so important for couples to get on one accord. And when I go through a bad place and I go through a bad turn, I can turn to you and you can turn to me. That's how you grow as a relationship. But a lot of couples don't do that. God, why? You never saw it. People still join. How you doing? Honey Bunch, nice. All right. All the people, Robert Baker. How you doing, Robert Baker? So it's really making up your mind, right? That we will not be a force against each other, but a force with each other. In other words, it's us against the world. But again, when your spouse goes through that lull or goes through that negative point, you got to work together. Oh yeah, you got to work together to break that. You got to work together to break that cycle. Because if you don't work together to break that cycle, then you're not joining teams. You're not on one accord. And it's very important in this last and evil days that you're on one accord, because there's so many stipulations out there to get you off. All right, there's so many stipulations to get you off the bad path, off the beaten path, and you got to fight, people. It is a fight because there's so much coming to you, right, to make you not want to do right. There's so much coming to you that makes you not want to go in the right form, the right mentality, and you got to say, you know what, I'm going to do what is right. I'm going to do what is good, right? So that I can prosper, that I can do well. But I can't prosper and do well if I'm not working as a team. This is very crucial, very important to understand. All right, because if I'm not doing this on a regular basis, then I am defeating. I am sabotaging the relationship. But again, it's understanding that, you know what? You are my friend, not my foe. I'll say it one more time again. Many of you are not doing well in your relationship because your spouse is not your friend. It's your foe. Yeah. You wake up strategies how to hurt one another. Think about that. Can we think about that? Here you are waking up in the morning trying to find strategies to hurt each other. Really? That's why you got married? That's why you committed to the person so you can hurt one another? Well, I'm only with us because we have a child together. Bad choice. Bad. Because that should not be the reason why you're together. How you doing, Cinnamon James? How you doing, Cinnamon? I love Cinnamon too. All right, TB. How you doing, TB? Angel Monster. All right, oxymoron there. Corbin Pruitt. How you doing, Robert Baker? All right, so it's working together. How can you work together if you are constantly trying to destroy one another? All right. For example, during Thanksgiving, did you always kind of down each other? You'd be surprised how many couples that's all they do. They love to destroy each other in front of everybody else. Yeah. Let me destroy you. Let me tear you down in front of the people. You just made my day. Really? So making your day is destroying me. Making your day is making me feel a certain type of way. Wow. No. But again, that's what you learned. Again, people, you'd be surprised how a lot of people, myself, when I was much younger, didn't understand. I was only continuing the cycle that I saw. And a lot of you are so hard-headed that you don't see that you are continuing the same cycle that you saw as a child. Right. Mom and dad getting along, you don't get along. Mom and dad didn't talk to each other, you don't talk to each other. I mean, all these things are there. So that's why when you get into a bad place, people, hit me loud and clear. That's where you grow. Those of you who are dating, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you can't work together on a problem together, bad sign, terrible sign. Read the sign, all right? Because that's not good for you at all, where you are not doing what is needed to help solve a problem. All you guys are doing is fighting. All you guys are doing are cursing each other out. You guys know what I just said? Do you understand the words that just came out of my mouth? You are cursing each other. I know you're not witches and warlock, but that's what you're doing. You're putting a curse on your spouse. Didn't think about that, did you? Well, I just hopefully I enlightened you. Yeah, you just putting a curse on your spouse by cursing each other out. Yeah. I mean, here you are, yeah, blah, 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 and you think, oh, that's great. No, that's horrible. That's horrible that you are taking such precautions to destroy each other. Yeah, by any means necessary, I'm going to destroy you. Wow, that's really how you want to live your life? Destroying each other? Bring each other down? How about this? Gossiping to your best friend? My job ain't done. You gossiping to your best friend about your spouse? Really? And there are no solutions, no therapy, no one going to counseling, just want to talk bad. How is that helping? But guess what you're doing? Yep, I'm about to say it. You're only doing the cycle of your parents. That's what you saw. That's what you saw. You saw problems, but never fixing the problem. You saw how to jab at one another and to talk bad about one another, but you never saw the importance, right? You never saw the importance of fixing. And that's why so many couples are not doing well, because they don't know how to fix the problem. Oh, they know how to start a problem. They know how to exacerbate the problem. They know how to gaslight the problem, but they don't know how to fix the problem. And that's the problem. Yeah, that's right. Because you never learned. That's why you need therapy, people. That's why you need counseling, because you haven't learned the tools to not hurt each other. You know the tools to destroy one another. Yeah. You know the tools to bring each other down. No problem at all. Zero problem at all. You know how to take a person and destroy them. Oh, your tongue is lethal. Don't worry about a nuclear weapon. Your mouth, your Tongue. Yeah. Of course, you should be using your tongue for other things. Come on now. Come on, Felicia and Cornelius. Come on now. But you ain't doing for that. You are destroying one another. Yes, you are. And that's not conducive to bring a relationship that's strong for you and for your children who are watching you. All right. How you doing, Jeffrey? How you doing, Leo Velvet? All right. Robert Baker. All right. All right. Belinda Wilkins. All right. People are still joining in. I do. A new creation in Christ. Oh, now we're talking. How you doing, girl? A new creation in Christ. Oh, that could be a guy too as well. So I do apologize. Chesler Morrison 324. How you doing? All right. So again, that's why it's important for you to get the help to stop the cycle. Because that's what you're doing, people. Okay. And you're wondering, listen, you're wondering why relationships not doing well. It's not doing well because you are keep bringing negative stuff into the relationship. Yeah. Your mouth, your attitude, the way you talk to each other, how's that helping? It's not. It is not helping. It is not, bringing you to a greater place in your relationship. That's why it is so important, right, to not allow that spirit to overwhelm you, because the more it overwhelms you, all right, you cannot be working well. My feature book for today is Marathon Intimacy by yours truly. All glory and honor to God. I have a chapter called Power Connection. When you expose, you tell your lover all. Expose means a stronger connection between the two. The rapport you have with them and why you want to keep such going in a positive way. When you hide and run, you reveal less. You cannot reveal, then you cannot be 25-8 intimacy. All right. So in this book, I talk about you can have sex 25-8. You can have sex 25 hours, 8 days out of the week. Now, I know it's only 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but you can be so connected, right? So connected that things don't bother you. Why? Because you're connected. Now, will things happen to you? Yes. But when you are connected, when you are constantly connected with your spouse, things always go well. Why? Because we're connected. And when we're not connected, we'll feel it all of a sudden. Let's get reconnected. Now it may take some work, it may take some time, but we got to get reconnected. That's how a marriage works, right? Is that when first you got to start off connected. Thanks for the likes, people. Thank God, I appreciate it for the likes and the hearts. You first got to be connected. When you're not connected, people, you're ready for a fight. Just that simple. Okay? When you're not connected with each other, you are readying yourself for a fight. Right? Because when you're not connected, you're looking for other things. That's why I go back to my first premise of don't let the wrong tow truck pull you out of that hole that you're in, because that's not good for you. That's why your connection is so important. But should I say it? I will. You're connected to your job. Mm-hmm. You're connected to your business. Mm-hmm. You're connected to the job. Mm-hmm. You're connected to your children. Mm-hmm. You're connected to everybody but your spouse. I'm sorry. When you become married, when you become in a committed relationship, the connection must be with the person. Male, female, you're connected. You're working this stuff out. You got to do it that way, people. That's the only way you can do it. Any other way will not work, because you got to work together. How powerful is connection, people? Oh, thanks for asking. Connection is so powerful, boys and girls. It can create life. That's how powerful connection is. Connection is just that powerful. But what we do, if you're not careful, you will constantly disconnect. And people, can we make something very logical? If you're disconnected, you're not connected. And you go to work disconnected, and you don't talk to each other for 8 hours. You know what that does for you? That makes a disconnection bigger. That makes the disconnection larger. That makes the disconnection overwhelming. So when you come back home to each other, you're still disconnected. You're still looking at each other side eye. You still look at each other kind of weird. Why? Because you didn't keep the connection going. People are still joining. God bless you. Santiago, how you doing, Santiago? Wow. T. Michael Petro, how you doing? Apostle MP, how you doing? So the connection of the marriage is so important. And see, that's why church folks especially, you're connected to the church more connected to your spouse. You can't do that. I did a TikTok some time ago that y'all get along well in the church, but as soon as you get outside the church, you become enemies. That's not going to work in the long run. That is not going to be working and peaceful. In other words, that's bringing more animosity between each other, which is something that you don't want to do. You don't bring that animosity with each other and then expect each other to be blessed. You can't do that. It will not work. Why? Because for me, it's my walk with God and my walk with my wife, Portia. That's what it's all about. Anything besides that, I ain't messing with it. Why? Because I don't want to mess with the connection. So again, the talk today is that when one of y'all get into a depressed state, how do we get out of it? All right, so here we go. How we get out of it? Well, first you got to tell each other. Okay, that's very important. How you doing, healthy foodie? How you doing? Yeah. You gotta tell each other, I'm depressed. Stop being strong. Okay, I got it. To the world, I am Superwoman. Got it. Okay, but home, take off your cape. Okay. Take off all the things that you're proud about yourself is and be vulnerable. That's what we talked about in connection. It's being vulnerable. And a lot of you don't know how to be vulnerable to each other. No, why? You don't trust each other. Does that make sense to you? It does not make sense. It does not make sense, people. Here you are saying I love you, but you're not vulnerable. You're not open. So the first thing to do is that when you get depressed, let me tell my spouse what's going on in my head. All right. Secondly, is coming together. All right. Let's put our heads together. No finger pointing. Okay. What does finger pointing do? Nothing. Finger pointing doesn't help your relationship out at all. It doesn't help it. It doesn't strengthen it. Matter of fact, it destroys it slowly because all you're doing is pointing fingers. That's all you're doing. Pointing fingers. That's not helping. All right. So also, after you tell each other and after you come together, now let's find a strategy. Now, that's what men do. Sometimes, sir, let me warn you, sometimes your wife just wants to vent. She just wants to talk about it. You look for no solutions, she's talking about it. Fine. Now, men who say, I wish you stop coming to me with problems. Think about what you just said. You just told your spouse, you told your wife, don't come to me with problems. Really? So who, you know, like an hour now. Who's she supposed to go to? Who's she supposed to go to? You, dum-dum. You a husband. Oh my goodness. I'm being trained. You are a husband. She's supposed to bring her issues to you. As you're supposed to bring her issues, as you're supposed to bring your issues to her. Because we're working together. That's how you grow. You grow in a relationship because we come together. And then you always check with each other. You know, well, how's that issue coming? How's that issue coming? Why? Because hear me. Why do we need to talk about how to get out of a hole? I'm going to tell you why. Because sooner or later, that hole going to affect your marriage and affect the bedroom. I don't know about y'all. I don't want nothing affecting the bedroom. I don't want nothing affecting the bedroom. Nothing. I don't want nothing messing that up. Zero. Nothing. But when you're not talking about issues that bother you and things that run in your mind, eventually it will. Yeah, eventually it will. So that's why, people, you need the therapy. This is not just an advertisement per se. It's reality. You're getting advice from your uncle 5 divorces in. You're getting advice from the barbershop and the beauty parlor. Both of them are whores. You get advice from people who are not professional. Yet, you professionally get your hair done. You professionally get things done in your car. You professionally get things done for your children. Yet, you don't have a professional for your relationship. When you got married, you had a professional planner. You had a professional DJ. You had a professional venue. You had a professional caterer. You had a professional photographer. You had a professional video photographer. Everything was professional. And that's why your wedding, for the most part, came out. Yet, As soon as you jump the broom, sorry, get married, you stop getting professional help. And you wonder why. Let me think about this. The wedding was beautiful. The engagement was beautiful. The wedding was perfect. Wow. As soon as you got married, things started going downhill. I wonder why. Can I tell you why? You stop getting professional help. Anthony Lamb, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Good guy. Anthony Lamb, great guy there. You stop getting professional help. That's why you're suffering. It's amazing to me how people don't understand that. I mean, the wedding was great. I mean, the wedding was off the chain. People are still talking about it. But you ain't talking to each other no more. Isn't that funny? People are still talking about your wedding, but y'all ain't talking to each other. Wow. Successful? No, not successful. Because you stop having a professional person in your life. That's why, sir. That's why, man, you need therapy. That's why you need Dr. B. Or find a good therapist, all right, who will tell you the truth. All right, a therapist that's not going to be inundated by your grandeur. I'm not inundated by any of my clients' grandeur, whether they're millionaires or whether they're on WIC. It don't make a difference to me at all. Whether you're a professional football player or you're not, don't make a difference to me. Don't make a difference to me at all. Why? I'm there to help. I'm not there to get your autograph, and I'm there to also don't go there because I'm not surprise y'all. I'm not there to do anything to you. All right. No. So anyway, all right. So get professional help, people. But again, that's how you're going to get out of this grudge. Aren't you tired of going to bed with your enemy? But yet they first was your friend. And see, that's why marriages are so toxic if not carefully taken care of, because you go from loving to hating. And that is very powerful. You go from, wow, I can't wait to be with this person, to, wow, I don't want to be with this person. That messes up your mind, people. That messes up your mind. That's why you need the help to make sure you don't fall in that same trap. Look what God's giving you. I mean, you have this beautiful house. You have this wonderful car. You got these wonderful children, but you're not happy. You know why? Because you understand things are not systematic. In other words, how you have achieved things naturally, you have not achieved things romantically. In other words, the honey has stopped flowing to the moon. That's not a good look at all, people. That is not a good look at all. So again, when your spouse is in a rut, you need to work with each other to bring each other out. Because hear me loud and clear. When your spouse is down, biblically, you're down. That's how it works. When your spouse is down, you're going to be down too as well. Hope you guys enjoyed today's session. Marathon Intimacy, our featured book. Today, again, go to our website, DRTC Brantley, BRANTLEY.com for all of my books, all 28, all glory God, 28 of my books. Again, if you want to, if you want to, again, get the journal. The journal is very important, very powerful, helps you guys work together constantly. It helps you stay connected. It's a journal. It's one journal. You do it together. Husband, wife in the journal is every day. And we have a date log and also my important part, the sex log. So have that as well. But you got to get this, people. This is very crucial for doing that. Also, be a subscriber to me on TikTok. When you become a subscriber, 10% off all of my products. That includes my counseling and all the things I do. Also, when you subscribe, you get free VIP tickets to when I go to Mohegan Sun. I also am a comedian, and I go to Mohegan Sun once a month to perform. So you get free VIP tickets when you become a subscriber. If you live in Connecticut, man, if you live somewhere else, you want to fly here, no problem. I'd love to have you. I'm also a pastor as well in Waterbury. The church website is rest.org. Again, proactive services. This is very important, where I'll call you for 15 minutes and we talk. We talk for 15 minutes. We have the brass, gold, diamond, and it's a preventive service. It's a preventive service for your relationship. people, you got to have this. You have preventive service for your car. Get preventive service for your relationship. So it's a preventive. It's called reconnecting, relationship intimacy. Hopes you get past things that you've done that you're not proud of that you've done. Okay. All right. So people, again, be a part of this website. Again, matter of fact, I'll be at Mohegan Sun this Thursday. Yeah, I'll be at Mohegan Sun this Thursday performing as a comedian. Again, want to bring me in for private parties, whatever. Get on my website, drtcbrantley.com. Don't forget the shirt. This is the intimacy shirt, the sex shirt. Ladies, you got to get it because it's not a shirt that tells your man it's about to go down. It's a training shirt because there are things on the shirt that remind you of the importance of staying connected. All right, people. Hope you enjoyed this. Please tell other people about me. I'll see you now. Tomorrow, we're talking about men and mentorship on tomorrow. Until next time, peace.